Hey, good morning, everyone. Good to be back here. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. And I want to get straight into the lesson because I have a lot to do here and I don't want to take a lot of extra time. Now, as you can see here, I've begun a new series, and this series is all about manual transposing or manual transposition. And now you're going to notice that every week you're going to get a lesson just like this. All of my students, those of you that are subscribed to my online piano classes, you're going to get a lesson, and it's going to include a sheet like this that shows you all the chords that we're studying in a new key. So we're going to learn a new key every single week. All right, so this is going to be crazy. We're going to learn a new key every single week, and we are also going to learn a new song whereby we can practice these new, or I should say, where we can practice learning these chords in these new keys. Now, you're about to realize today that these chords are pretty much all the same chords. Once you have them, say, whether you're playing just roots or, we talk about, and those of you that want to, of course, look into it more, this is the beginning class, but the intermediate class has already discussed, contemporary fix-all chords and that kind of thing. But then we're going to discuss those chords in every key. We're going to discuss, passing chords, alternates. Now, don't worry, because this is a series. We're going to take our time. The other thing is, I want to make sure not only do you get this lesson, a new key and a new song every week. The idea is, I don't want you guys to be like, oh my God, an all new, key and an all new song. No, the song is really just for us to be able to keep on keeping our charts nice and updated. And, you guys, some people just love adding new songs every week, and I'm here for that. But the truth is, what we're really learning here is how do we manually transpose. And I'll be completely honest with you, there's the understanding of it, which I'm going to teach you the theory of it, but there's also just the technique. You say, what's the technique? Well, the technique is your ability to do it. Like I could tell you, oh yeah, let me show you something here. I could show you this and be like, okay, the third chord is always and you look up directly up, you'll see a major, a capital M. The sixth chord is always minor or whatever. You could know the theory of that, but it's not that easy if you haven't played in those keys. And then all of a sudden somebody in your church is like, oh yeah, let's take it up. Hallelujah. And you're not hallelujah. You're like, oh no. And then you have your transpose button, and then you're trying to plus, if F isn't, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean, right? And so let me start off this series by saying this. Transposing, this is where I'm going to lose a lot of people. Transposing is not a sin in the Bible. All right? So I know a lot of people want to make you feel like, you transpose. You're the worst, poo that ever lived. You're the cheapest, pooest, pianist that ever lived. But the truth is, when you're first learning how to play piano, you just want to survive, especially if you grew up like I did, where I had a dad as a pastor, and he was musical, but he wasn't a musician. And, he's just like, look, your uncle came over and taught you a song, just play it. All right, fine. And then, it's too low, or it's too high. So they would want to go a different key, and I was like, trying to find them. It's an absolute nightmare, all right, at first, to have to take a song that and then have somebody just change the key. So, of course, we use transpose, and you're going to see this on your screen, all right? Watch, look on your screen real quickly. So here's C. But if I transpose using the button, you'll see on your MIDI, see how it goes up to D flat, Now went up to D, but you notice on the bottom in the live video, My chords are the exact same. Watch. I'm going to go up. Didn't move. But you notice the MIDI, which shows the actual true key. All right. And then, of course, you can go lower. I'm doing that with the little button thing, okay? And by the way, I hate the way, for all you transposers that understand, I hate the way the Nords transpose. It's like you would never make it in a real situation having to transpose. If you were in a gospel situation, you would die a cold, hard death. Anyways, so I want you guys to see that there is a time and place for transposing. I don't care what anybody says. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, there's a time and place for everything under the heavens. So there's a time to transpose, brother. All right, so y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that you don't be like, I hate my life. I'm using the transpose button. Everybody thinks I'm dumb. Okay? It's a reality for those of us that start off. Now, we don't want to leave you where you started. Of course, you're starting off, and so far, you're in this is beginner piano. You know how to play the roots in C. Right? And basically, if you look at this chart here to your right, you'll notice that you have the roots here, and the roots, I have the whole formula here. This, and you see here on the far right, it says it remains. Okay? This remains, of course, because the roots never change. 1 is always major, 2 is always minor, 3 is minor, represented by a little m. 4 is always major, 5 is always major, 6 is always minor, 7 is diminished, even though I don't like that, it's still diminished. And 8 is major because it's 1, basically, again, it repeats. See? It's C again. It starts at C and then goes to C on the 8th one. Now, okay, the degrees are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the same. That remains. You notice I wrote down remains. The formula. Here's a tonic, which is a tone note, or the first and last note of the scale. Okay, so tonic. If you go a whole step away, you get 3. Whole step away, you get, half step away, you get 4. Right? So tonic, whole, that's what the W stands for. Half, right? And then from there, whole, right? Whole, you get 6, whole, half. And then, so that's where you get that major sound. Because you're using the formula for the major scale, and you're always going to get that sound. Okay? But what can change now, and I put here, it changes, is the scale. So far you've learned C, D, E. I'm sorry about my ugly writing, guys. It's just who I am, and I'm trying to improve. C, D, E, F, G, A, okay, B, and then C. Those are the 8 notes of that scale. Now, if you look at it, then you could find the roots. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, A minor, G major, A minor. I'm reading all kinds of different things as I'm teaching this to you. B diminished, and of course, C major. Now, yay! We know that, right? Okay, but this can change. And that's what I want to show you. I want to show you how to be able to... Oh, no, you didn't, Aaron. Oh, man, that scared me, fam. Oh, I almost got very scared. Okay, so we cut these out real quick. Okay. Now this can change, okay? This scale here. Now we're going to go in half-step increments. So we know this. This is what we know right here. C major, right? If you go to chord number 2, that's why I made this chart for you guys. And by the way, this chart takes forever to make because I literally have to... It's like a design. Like, I'm not a designer and I have to make this. It's like... Anyways, whatever. Okay, so 2 is D minor, and you can see that there on your screen to the right, yeah. So I've outlined this just so you can have it. Like, I don't want to I'm not here to make your life hard. I'm here to make your life easier, really. 3 is E minor. You say, well, you're making it hard by not letting us, transpose. Well, you could use the transpose button if you really, really have to, but you need to learn, even if it's little by little, you need to learn how to play all of these chords in the different keys. Okay, there's 4. We know this. 5. I have it all outlined there. 6, 7, and 8. And to make it simple, I have also made this one. And remember, this will be, for those of you that are subscribed to our online lessons, because this is kind of small in the video. You can't see it that big, especially if you're on a phone. But you'll be able to see the full PDF of it. And like, I went like this. That means to zoom into it. But now here are the root positions in D flat, okay? So in D flat, it's different. It's D flat major, E flat minor, okay? F minor. This is, I can't see, G flat major, okay? A flat, that's, I should say A flat with a little m minor. A flat minor, and don't worry, I'll fix that before I send it off. B flat minor, okay? That's correct. And then C diminished for 7. And of course, you don't need an 8 because 8 is the same thing as 1, okay? So I'm going to teach you this new key, and then we're going to do a song in this key just to kind of really get it into our heads. I honestly think that this is from God. You say, really, really? Yes, I honestly think that this is one of the best ways. If you're a play-by-number, play-by-ear person, this is one of the best ways you can do it. You have a chart that shows you, just in case you kind of forget, what is the root, in this new key. I have a chart here for you. And of course, like I said, you're subscribed, you get the PDF of it. You can download it. You can even print it and make a little book out of it so you can have it right next to you, right there in front of you, when you're practicing whatever. So we have that. But we're also going to learn a song in this new key. Now, this song might not be in this key. Let me just warn you guys. The song's actually in a different key. But just for the sake of us being able to just learn a song in this key, we're going to choose this key. So we're going to go up chromatically. So we have 12 keys total here. C, D flat, D. Some people say E flat. You could say D sharp. E, F, F sharp, G, A flat. Okay, these are all the keys. I'm naming them. A sharp or B flat, and then B, of course. And some people say C flat, but don't say C flat. It's just a B. Yes, it could be C flat, but it's just a B. And then a C. Okay, of course, that makes it so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's 12 keys. I'm going to give you guys 12 of these lessons, okay, with 12 new songs, just so that you can learn. Now you say, I don't know if I'm ready to get into it. Well, good for you. You're going to get a new lesson, a new chord chart every week that you could learn a new song on anyways. So don't even worry about it. And the cool thing about it is once you learn, so this is a cool way to do it. It's like you see them on a chart. I'm doing the work for you. I'm writing it all here. So you can just copy the fingers. Remember, the red is the bass. The blue is the right hand. Red is left hand. Blue is right hand. Okay. Chord right hand, if you will, whatever, however you want to look at it. And I even put that little thing there. Red is left hand. Blue is right hand. Okay. But we're going to have these new songs that you can learn. Now, the cool thing about it is once you truly get familiar with all the numbers in all the keys, you will honestly, it will be not only a great accomplishment for you, but you're saying well, I could just go back to transposing after that, right? No, I wouldn't, because once you start playing other keys, you're going to start seeing all the relation. Right now you're just looking at all white keys, all black keys. It's just whatever. It's just like a big, I don't know. Sometimes you look at this and it's like, what is this, right? But you're going to start seeing the relationship of these chords to each other. And that's it's another stage. I want to say it's when the light turns on, but there's several light bulb moments in our life. You know what I mean? And it's when the light turns on, you're going to be like, oh, so wait, that chord is, the 3 in, let's say D flat, three passing chord that we do. And by the way, we're also going to do passing chords and different stuff as you follow us in the intermediate class and advanced, excuse me. That could be a 3 minor in one key, but it can be like a weird 2 in the key of E flat. You know what I mean? Like, so you're going to start seeing a lot more stuff. It's going to be really great. Okay. So let's talk about this. Let's go back to understanding this, okay? So we know the C major scale, but now we're going to learn a new one, and that is D flat. Oops, that doesn't look like a D at all. Oh, okay. Okay, Brother Aaron. D flat, okay. E flat. 3 is going to be F. 4, and by the way, I'm following this formula. From F, if you have to go a half note, what's that? That's going to be F sharp. Or G flat, it's a nice thing to say. I like to keep flats flats and sharp sharps. That's just me. 5 would be A flat. 6 would be B flat. 7 would be just C. And then, of course, 8 is going to be D flat again, like we mentioned, okay? And there you go. That is your whole entire scale. And, let me take a little picture of this really quickly. I'm going to export this as a PNG really quick. This is in the key of D flat, so that you can see everything there is to really know that's basic about D flat, okay? And that's what I love about this. Now you say, what are the steps? Of course, you got to choose a tonic. We've chosen D flat, okay? Step number 2 is follow the formula to import the correct scale. So D flat's my tonic, right? I'm following the formula. What's the formula? Tonic, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And then I get my scale. And then from there, familiarize yourself with the degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why? Because this is the number system. We're going to talk numbers. And you say, what's the other reason why? Well, because all of our charts, because they're written in numbers, you're going to see that eventually they could work for any key so long as you know the numbers for that key. Now, we happen to be learning the numbers for D flat, of course, right? And so D flat is what we're doing. So the degrees, here's D flat scale, but here's the degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of course, right? And then I put here number 4, familiarize yourself with the roots. And that's going to be a very important thing for you to do even before you go into the song that I'm about to show you today. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, and this should be red, but it's just a MIDI. I have to change it up. Here, I'll do it like this to make it easier. 7, and then of course 1 again, okay? And there it is. Those are the roots. 1, and of course I have them here so that nobody feels like, what? Those are the roots that I just played for you. And I have them all listed so that when you start learning a new song, you're like, you can't remember, okay, what's 6 again? And then you just look right there, oh, okay, it's, or, all right. Now, of course, I'm trying to be careful because I'm also teaching you guys to not mix the colors. So the left could be, red and the right can be right. But the truth is, as far as sound is concerned, this one sounds better than, unless you mean to play something really high and like cheeky like that. All right. But if not, this lower one, that might be a little too low, a little dark, but this one is probably right about right. It's just in MIDI. I have to change the center point. Okay, so there it is. So, of course, we know the regular roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But now we're learning in D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm teaching you how to arrive. How did I arrive at this conclusion? Well, the scale is D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and D. The numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The roots would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with the roots, I can play the song that I'm about to show you right now. right now. I'm just being funny. So let me open up this song. I've already created it for you, and I love this song. It's a new song, and it's gonna come out very well. It's already out. Excuse me, it's already out. But we're gonna re-release it with minstrels, with the backing tracks and all that stuff. We're trying to make this a more symbiotic ecosystem. Where you said, what are you talking about? I'm trying to make this more where we teach songs that not only have the charts and stuff, but also the backing tracks available for you. So you could practice along like if you're like really, doing it. Okay. So let me see here. Let me go to desktop, excuse me. And I'm going to open this up for you guys. I know you can't see what I'm seeing here. Just give me 1 second. All right. And I'm going to add this for you. Here we go. So now this song is La Victoria, and it's by Martin Martinez. Okay? And of course we know in C. Now let me show you in C. In C, the song goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it does a 1 sus4. Okay? And then it does a 1, and then a 1 sus2. So that's a cool thing I like about the song. It's just like 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to go into the chorus. But of course, we're here to learn a new key. So now we're gonna do it in D flat. Now, I'm going to teach it to you in D flat, and of course, I've given you all that I've given you today, the chart to know how to do all the roots so that you can learn this song. Now, I'm going to play this mostly in roots, but I will show you the suspended chords for the verse, okay? So, here's 1. Here's 1 sus4. Okay? Back to 1, and then it goes to 1 sus2. So, literally, it's just that middle one that's moving. 1, 1 sus4, back to 1, back to 1 sus2. Everything else is going to be cake. All right, here it goes. So the song is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you repeat. So the song's like Hermoso Dios, no hay nadie como tú, Jesús. Na, 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 na. And by the way, you can get the song on iTunes. So you can learn it the correct way. I'm just trying to teach you the piano to it. Na, na, na. And it repeats, okay? Da, da, na, na. I'm sorry. Na, 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 3, 4. That's what those little 2 dots are for, of course. Na, 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 na. Jesus, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. La Victoria. Now, let me fix that center point really quickly on our MIDI. So let's do like right here. Okay. That should be better. So here's the chorus. La Victoria. Oh, let's do the roots. I said I was going to do roots. La Victoria. There's the 5. Here's a 6. La Victoria me darás. Here's a 4. La Vic. One more time. Do. 1, 5, 6. La Victoria me 4. Then again, La Victoria. La Victoria me darás. And then to go out of the chorus, it goes, En tu nombre, mi Señor Jesús. Pa, 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 da. And it is like a little intro thing. And you don't have to play nothing. You just got to count it. So that's 1. Wait. So for 4 beats, you literally don't have to play anything. So they'll go En tu nombre, mi Señor Jesús. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then they're gonna go to this post chorus, the PC here. It's gonna go bum 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 dun 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 bum bum dun dun dun. Okay, let me do that again. Bun dun 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 dun, 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 dun. So that's 5/7, and then just a 1. But instead of going like this, it's kind of far because it goes fast. Ba-da. I'm gonna go da, and I'm gonna do this version of 1, just for that part. Of course, we're learning the roots today. I understand. All right, so this one more time. Bum 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 bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ba-ba-da. All right. So 6, 5/7, and then of course I'm doing a 1 like that because it's close to 5/7. Notice my fingers there. All right. And then it does the bridge. Okay, then it goes so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So it's like mi roca, mi escudo. I forgot the other words. Tú eres mi salvación. Da-da. You could do this if you want. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tú eres mi salvación. To go back to the chorus, you go 2 5s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. La victoria. La victoria me dará. So it goes, lots, ta, dun, dun, ta, dun, 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 ta, dun, dun. And all the music comes in, of course, again. This is a great song, and it's a perfect song to learn how to do all these new chords in D flat. Okay? All right, fams. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this is helpful to you. I can't wait to see you learning all your roots in a new key. And for us this week, it's D flat. All right, we'll see you later. See you next time.